Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're looking at something that might literally change how we work. I'm talking about Google's Gemini. Over the past 3 months, it has quietly undergone this massive evolution. We are talking about a true awakening from a basic AI chatbot into a powerhouse productivity engine. Look, if you haven't looked at it recently, it is a completely different experience now.
Let me just ask you this directly. Have you given up on Gemini? Because I know a lot of people tried it early on, maybe found it a bit underwhelming compared to ChatGPT, and then just stopped using it entirely. If that sounds like you, hey, I completely get it. But as we're going to see today, ignoring this tool right now, that would be a massive missed opportunity for your personal workflow.
We're going to break this explainer down kind of like a video game, starting right here with level 1, the brains and the setup.
Okay, let's dive into this. When you open Gemini, you're essentially picking a brain to use, and there are 3 simple tiers. First up is 1.5 flashlight. This is your absolute speed demon. It is perfect for really quick searches and rapid back and forth chatting. Then you've got 1.5 flash, which is your standard everyday workhorse. Honestly, if you're ever in doubt, just leave it on this default setting. And finally, we have 1.5 Pro. Now this one is for deep thinking. It's built for heavy, complex tasks, high-level math, coding, the whole shebang. You only get limited free access to Pro, so definitely save it for when you really need that heavy lifting.
Now, before you start firing off prompts, there are 2 absolutely crucial steps to unlock what we call personal intelligence. Step 1, turn on your activity setting. Step 2, link your workspace apps. I'm talking Gmail, Drive, Calendar, YouTube. So why does this matter? Well, by doing this, you are securely giving Gemini access to your own personal Google ecosystem. But, and this is the absolute key here, it does this without allowing your private data to be used to train the global AI models. Your data, it stays yours.
And this brilliantly illustrates the power of that personal intelligence. Check this out. If you type in, plan a Hokkaido trip based on my upcoming email reservations, Gemini isn't just spitting out some generic travel guide. No way. It's actually reading your flight confirmations right in Gmail. It's checking your hotel dates, looking at your Google Calendar, and it builds a perfectly customized itinerary just for you. It literally transforms Gemini from a standard run-of-the-mill AI into your own personal assistant.
All right, time to level up. Level 2, unlocking 7 free God-tier powers. Let's count them down.
Let's kick things off rapidly here. Coming in at rank 7, we have slide drafts. You basically just feed Gemini your raw notes, and it instantly generates a structured presentation that exports straight into Google Slides. Rank 6 is fast image generation. You can ask it to whip up something like, a stylish cafe menu in seconds and just iterate on it naturally through conversation. But rank 5, okay, this is where it gets crazy. Gemini Live. You can literally pull out your phone, open the app, turn on your camera, point it at, say, a fake IKEA plant on your desk, and just ask out loud, hey, what is this? The AI looks through your camera and talks back to you in real time. It is absolutely mind-blowing for identifying things that you just can't easily describe in text.
Moving on to rank number 4, we have a feature called Deep Research. Now, you don't just get a quick summary anymore. Say you ask it to investigate the AI market. It'll first present you with a structured research plan just to make sure it's on the right track. And once you give it the green light, it autonomously analyzes dozens of websites entirely on its own and delivers a fully cited, comprehensive report. Guys, you can literally step away from your desk, go grab a coffee, and it just saved you half a day of tedious reading. It's wild.
Rank number 3 is an absolute game changer that dropped back in July. Canvas. So this is a dedicated workspace that sits separate from the normal chat window. The most powerful use case here, you can copy a massive block of raw Excel data, paste it right into Canvas, and tell Gemini to make sense of it. Instantly, it generates a full visual analysis page complete with graphs and insights, which you can then publish as a shareable link. It literally turns raw, ugly data into a beautiful presentation in seconds.
All right, our runner-up at number 2 is long-form summarization. Imagine just typing, summarize this YouTube video so I can read it in 3 minutes. This is incredibly popular because of its sheer practicality. Actually, it's probably the feature I use the most. You just drop a long YouTube URL or a massive PDF document right into the chat, and it instantly digests it for you. It's like the ultimate try before you buy for consuming long-form content, letting you grab those key takeaways right away.
And now, drumroll please, we have reached the absolute #1 free feature. It is something that completely transforms how we store and recall information. Coming in at number 1 is the Gemini Notebook.
So what makes Gemini Notebook the undisputed champion here? Think of it as your personal material room living right inside the AI. You can upload massive reference PDFs, instruction manuals, complex research papers, whatever, and Gemini will indefinitely remember them. Yeah, you no longer have to constantly re-upload documents every single time you start a new chat. Plus, any document you drop into this room automatically syncs up with Google's standalone Notebook LM tool, which opens up even more advanced analysis features. Basically, it gives your AI a flawless, permanent memory for all your most important stuff.
Which brings us to level 3, Premium DLC, paid AI powers. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is what happens when we actually look at paying for this thing.
Let's break down these pricing tiers. We've got the free tier, Google AI Plus at roughly 725 yen a month, and Google AI Pro at about 2,900 yen. Now, you might hear some rumors about an ultra tier that costs upwards of 14,500 yen, but honestly, just ignore it entirely. The real, tangible value lies exclusively in these Plus and Pro plans, and I'm going to show you exactly why. First, let's look at the entry-level paid option, the Plus plan. The main draw here is this massive leap in creative power, specifically video generation. You can type in a prompt like a goldfish swimming in a serene pond, and it will generate a really high-quality video clip, complete with sound effects. Pretty cool, right? On top of that, you also get 4 times the memory capacity compared to the free version. That just means the AI can hold on to much longer, twisting conversations without suddenly losing the plot. But let's move up to the Pro tier, where we encounter the absolute game changer, Gemini Spark. Spark is an AI agent that works autonomously while you sleep. I mean, this fundamentally changes your entire relationship with the software. It upgrades Gemini from just being a helpful little chat buddy waiting around for your commands into an independent, autonomous worker who actually gets things done in the background. To really grasp how Spark works, let's just consider some of these specific Pro Plan perks. You can actually set it up so that every morning at exactly 7 a.m., you wake up to a perfectly organized summary of your emails and your calendar. You can have it autonomously check your monthly invoices for discrepancies, completely without you lifting a single finger. Furthermore, the Pro plan unlocks AI formulas directly inside Google Spreadsheets. Literally, you can write an AI function in one cell and have it instantly read and categorize 100 rows of raw text. Throw in a 30 times memory increase, you basically just hired a digital employee. And finally, we arrive at level 4, the final boss. Choose your path.
Look, for the vast majority of users, the free plan is plenty to get started. If your goal is just better search, document summaries, maybe some basic brainstorming, you really don't need to spend a dime. However, if you are going to upgrade, my strong recommendation is to skip that intermediate 725 yen plus plan entirely. Just skip it. Because that massive leap in productivity, it only truly happens when you jump to the 2,900 yen Pro plan purely because of that Spark automation. That is where the real return on investment lies.
Which brings us to our final question for you. Which path are you going to choose? Are you going to dive in and master the incredibly robust free tier? Or are you ready to take the leap and unlock your own autonomous Pro AI agent to literally work while you sleep? The tools are sitting right there, just waiting for you to use them. Seriously, don't let this massive technological leap pass you by. Get in there, set up your personal intelligence, and start experimenting today. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you on the next one.